And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
New York Yankees.
Coming up on the first pitch and towing the slab here, Carlos Rodon.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run to win ball games.
And now Jarren Duran splits the plate, and we are underway. And that's in for a strike. Pitch misses. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next offering is downstairs.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Here's Rafael Devers. And first offering is fouled off. And the slider just misses. 1 out, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line. And it's out of play, a foul ball. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Here's the 2-2. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
And the batter now, Rob Refsnyder. This to third. Fires across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox go down quietly, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. And today's starting pitcher, Lucas Giolito. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's
line to left. Fair ball.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ben Rice. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that misses off the outside edge. Giolito, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Goldie on at first, nobody out. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. To second, but way too late, safe there. Right-hander kicks, deals. Falling behind 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. On the ground to third. Nice stop from his knees. The throw. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dived to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
And here comes Bellinger.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And now 1 and 2. Strike 3, got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Jason Dominguez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that is out of play. High fly ball out into left center field. Duran And that's the third out. Yanks strand a pair. We played an inning. No score. Back at Yankee Stadium. And here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. Rodon back to work. Ground ball right side. Rice tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One out in the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Romy Gonzalez.
So now the DH spot, Romy Gonzalez. Strike on the inside corner.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
That misses. Ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That one the other way. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second with one away.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Abraham Toro.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now here is Abraham Toro. There's the strike at the knees. Gonzalez over at second, one down. And that one lifted in the air center field. He's got it, and there's two away. Here's Story now.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
One and two.
In the dirt, blocked. The shortstop takes the ball. Line drive, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Runner at second, two down. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Judge getting an angle on it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Man at second. Grips one to right. Judge makes the grab, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom half of inning
Leading
number
off
2.
for the Yankees,
And now here's the veteran
designated
DH,
hitter,
DJ LeMahieu.
LeMahieu.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Durant pulls it down, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder
Seven.
coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Able to work out of a little bit of a jam in that first inning.
Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
And that's off the inside edge. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's a strikeout looking. Strike 3 called on a slider at the knees.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there. And he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Pablo Reyes stands in. First pitch, and he just misses. And that one sliced foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is down low. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Durant. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here in New York, top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball. And that drops in for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's outside, and it's 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Led off the game with a strikeout. Fastball for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That's a ball.
Campbell gets his lead at first with nobody out. There's the strike. Next pitch way upstairs. Outside.
2 strikes.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That's back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Devers stands in now and watches strike one. And that's a little high.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Goldie tossed to second, and that's 2. Nothing across here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Yankees nothing. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. Gets the call. Strike one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch and foul ground.
Batting, the shortstop, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the lineup flips over. Here is Goldschmidt. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Late swing fouled off. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1.
Strike.
And there's a foul ball. Chop to third. Devers zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 22, Ben Rice.
And up next for New York, Ben Rice. Walked his first time. Off the mark there. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Line drive, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
the right fielder, number 99.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. And Judge spoils that one.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Fastball for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That one well upstairs. 2-2. Just misses with that one.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Now fly ball to right center. And that's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
2 consecutive base hits
Now
for this
batting,
team. It's
the
amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. Hit on the ground to short. Story. Off balance throw in time. And that is that. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the right fielder, Rob Refsnyder. Refsnyder in his 7th season, 33 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today. This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Outside. It's 2-2.
2-2.
On the ground, right side. To first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Carlos Narvaez.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Carlos Narvaez. Grounded out his first time up. Clips the corner, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area. Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Gonzalez takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
This one in the air, center field. Bellinger under it, brings it in, and that'll do it. Back at Yankee
Leading off
Stadium,
for
bottom of the
the
fourth,
Yankees,
here's the
the
left
left
fielder,
fielder,
Jason
Jason
Dominguez.
Dominguez.
And that's outside. And a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
1-2.
That one misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Now pitching for
Luis
Boston,
Guerrero, ready or not,
Number
in the
99.
game now after the injury.
Luis
Still a lot of game
Guerrero.
left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
That's off the mark. 3-2 now.
Strike.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this
Now
one.
back,
Don't want to
the
wake a team
designated
up
hitter,
with the free
DJ.
pass.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit.
LeMahieu.
Fly to left his first time. And fouled off. Nobody out. Runner at first. Pickoff throw. And he's back in on a dive. The 0-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little
Number
controversial
28.
with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Austin Wells will hit next. Struck out looking his first time. And there's a strike. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Pablo Reyes. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
To the left side, but it is well foul. Here's the 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's downstairs and outside. Runners at first and second with one gone. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And that's in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And a swing and a miss. Inning over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now in the Bronx. Top
Boston,
5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Abraham Toro.
Come on, Yankees.
Rodon back to work. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. That clips the corner. Rodon ready. Here comes. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Here's Trevor Story. Doubled his first time up. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one found hard the other way. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one just misses. On the ground, out to short. On to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Up next for the Red Sox, the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela.
2 down, base is empty. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. That one at 95 missed up top, and that's ball 1. Foul ball. There's the swing and a miss.
1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. But they lead it 1-0. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Paul Goldschmidt. Right through there for a strike. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Brennan Bernardino up and throwing. Whitlock also getting ready. The 0-1. There's a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. The shortstop takes the ball. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Story sends it across to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The first baseman, number 22, Ben.
And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. A walk, and he's also singled. That misses. Ball 1. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering upstairs.
2-0.
That one missed.
3-0.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Swinging a drive, deep right field. That one back. Into the second deck and gone. It's that ball goodbye. His 13th home run of the season. It's 1-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 2. Just off the outside edge. 1-0.
1-0.
There's a strike. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Really
The
good swing
center
right
fielder,
there. He got a pitch that he knew he could
Cody
handle, allowed himself to stay back
Bellinger.
just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 gone, runner at first. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball popped up. Devers squeezes it, and there are 2 outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the
Now
heart of the
batting,
plate. Had
left
pretty good
fielder,
timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Dominguez.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. That one's upstairs, ball one. Judge, the runner at first with 2 gone. This one in the dirt. Here's a 2-0. And that drops in for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Rip towards third. Oh, the throw is over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Now
Maybe
batting,
just a little
the
lack of
designated
concentration
hitter,
on that
DJ.
throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. And that misses. And that's ball one. The pitch to LeMahieu. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, right field. And it's a foul ball. That's to third. Tosses across to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Solo homer ties it for the Yankees. All even now at 1-1. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
Boston,
And
the
now
second
it's going to be
baseman,
Christian Campbell.
Campbell.
There's the strike.
You know, these Red Sox need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
One down. Jaron Duran, the next to hit. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That's down and in.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Whips it to first. Now 2 out.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Bellinger sizes this one up. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. All tied 1-1. So they turn things over to the righty, Garrett Whitlock.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Digging in, Austin Wells.
For the Yankees,
taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball one. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Justin Wilson up and loosening in the pen. Weiser getting loose as well. That's in there, and a count 1-1. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. I remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Pablo Reyes. That's in there. Strike one.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Foul ball there. A swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now it's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And a strike in there.
0-2.
Inside. Now 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We're through 6 full. All tied 1-1. Top of inning number 7. Leading off, Rob Refsnyder.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Mark Leiter Jr. getting ready to go. Hamilton, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That one catches the zone, and a count 1-1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
That one finds the zone, and a count 1-2.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count.
Carlos
Up against it with 2 strikes
Narvaez.
right there. Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball, but that one had eyes.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Carlos Rodon is done in this one. And he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Mark
the
Leiter
Yankees,
Jr. comes on now.
Number
And he has
56.
some nasty breaking stuff.
Mark Leiter Jr.
Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Here goes the runner. Late swing, fouled off. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2.
Ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit. In there
No, he's in
safely. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at second. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around third. He'll score. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here now the Red Sox DH, Romy Gonzalez. Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike. Ball. 1 ball. 1 strike.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Narvaez rounds third, headed for the plate. The tag, and he's in there. It's 3-1.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense.
Abraham.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Abraham Toro. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Leiter, a 6-foot righty, 210 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Red Sox leading it by 2. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. And that one fouled off. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And takes low for ball 1. Red Sox by 2. Leiter over to first. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
That one the other way. Peraza. Good feed. That's one. Over to first. Safe.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedon Rafaela.
And next for the Red Sox, Cedon Rafaela. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. In for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Right side, Judge is there and makes the grab. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Yankees 1. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 7th, and here's Paul Goldschmidt. The Yankees looking to rally. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's to third. Devers. And they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there.
Got
inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered here in this one. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first, and that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here is Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Throw over to Toro. Judge out on the play. And the Yanks go quietly. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. And it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Tim Hill.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Christian Campbell. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Back to the top of the order now. Now, Jarren Duran. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ground ball left side. And foul ball. Action in the pen down there. Jonathan Loaisiga getting loose out there. Cruz getting cranked up as well. Campbell aboard here at first with nobody out. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's a double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
And here is Devers. Golden opportunity right here. He was late there. Strike one.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1. Fought off foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they're up by 4.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Stepping in, Rob Refsnyder. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. A gigantic blast. And they add a pair. It's 7-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tim Hill is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Fernando
the Yankees,
Cruz taking over on the
number
mound.
63.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Narvaez. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Four runs already in the frame. All Red Sox in this one. And it's fouled away. Swings and misses and one down below the zone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Gonzalez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Not close with that one. And 1-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Abraham
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Abraham Toro. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Right through there for a strike. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And misses inside. And it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hauls it in to end the inning. So it's 4 runs for him on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Yankees 1. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the
left
same
fielder,
page right
number
now.
24.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That one finds the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. The Red Sox up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, center field, Rafaela nabs it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
2 down, base is empty. In now is the Yankees DH, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 3 in this one. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Just missed.
2 balls, no strike.
And that's in for a strike. That's off the mark, and the count is 3-1. That one fouled off. Got him swinging. Down in order go the Yankees. They're down 7-1. We go to the 9th. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Cruz back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Next pitch is downstairs.
2-0.
And that one is inside. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jarren Duran.
Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. 1 for 4 with a double. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Third baseman.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Devers now.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. To the right side, and it goes just foul. Rafaela at third. Duran at first. 2 out of the inning. Outside low. 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 2 outs. That's a base hit as a run scores.
The right fielder, number 30, Rob.
And next for the Red Sox, Rob Refsnyder. He's already homered in this game. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 11-1.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Fernando Cruz done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
on the mound
New York
now,
Yankees,
Jonathan Loaisiga. He pitched
number
yesterday,
43,
and we'll see him once again.
Jonathan Loaisiga.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Two outs. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Loaisiga fires. Way inside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two down, nobody on. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Pitching for
Back
Boston.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Robert Stock.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Well.
To the right side, and that one handled. Steps on first for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the
Now
ball game.
batting, the third baseman, Pablo Reyes.
Next to hit, Pablo Reyes.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Campbell. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Oswald.
So last chance for the Yankees. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The Yanks with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
This could end it. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And now the count is even. Good eye in that spot.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
An 11-1 final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.